welcome to your energy update and messages through tarot for the coming week. So this is the first week of September 2024. So first thing to remember is next Sunday the 8th, we have Tarot and Beyond again. So check out the link in the description for that if you want to join us. It's a free online event. And also to let you know that the winner of my Virgo season freebie was Tilly Harris, and we connected the other day for her free card reading. And yeah, she said that everything that I said, everything that came up in the cards, confirmed what she had already been feeling. And she said it was perfect timing and that it was all on point. But that's a really common feedback that I get, that that the card readings confirm what you already know. And of course it has to be like that, because we're all connected. And what I feel like I'm doing when I'm reading cards, I don't feel like it's me, for starters. I just turn the card over, as you've seen, if you're not new to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. But if you're not new to my channel, you know how I work. Excuse me. But we are all connected. And what I think the cards are doing is they're kind of bypassing the human blocks and going straight into the spiritual side of things. And of course, you know, you are connected to your higher self. Your higher self is talking to you through your intuition, through your feelings, through your heart, through your desires, and through your dreams, and your wishes and things like that. And it's just that sometimes we can't hear it, can we? Because we're so bogged down in the murky water, or we're so programmed, or we're just, you know, not used to it. So of course, you know, what I often say to people is that the cards aren't going to tell you anything that you don't already know. Of course, you already know it all. But what's happening is we don't always believe stuff, or sometimes it's just really nice to have the confirmation. I've heard that before so many times, because it helps you realize that, you know, if you do have a dream or a passion or an image of how you think your life will be, and you think it's a dream, or you think it's a pipe dream, or whatever the expression is, you know, if it's coming to you, it's for you. That's the most important thing. If it's coming to you, then it's for you. And we can apply that. Actually, I quite like that. That might be the title, actually. I'm going to make a note of it. If it's coming to you, it's for you. Because I think that's the same for everything, even if it's negative feelings, triggered feelings. Because we were talking all about triggers in the September video, the messages for September. So if you haven't already seen that, link in the description, video in the end screen, because that was still more trigger work going on, and the importance of loving yourself, warts and all, because when you love yourself, warts and all, and you can love the collective, warts and all, that's how we raise everything to the next octave, to the next layer, to the next frequency bandwidth, or however you want to view it. That's how we lift everything out of the murky water, out of the darkness, into the love, into the light. I don't know, how do you want to word it? It really doesn't matter, does it? Because it's just about raising your frequency and expanding into higher levels of consciousness, where life is more loving, fun, joyful, fulfilling, and etc., etc. But off point. No, where was I going? Yeah, card readings being a confirmation. Definitely. And it's really important when you have a card reading, of course, whether it's a general reading like this or a one-to-one, that you activate your own intuition, of course, because your own intuition is the most powerful thing going in your reading, right? If it's for you. So even from a general reading, different people are going to take away different things, because their own personal intuition is going to pick out certain words, certain concepts and stuff like that. So for those people that are a little bit more connected and are getting their guidance but not acting upon it because of some limiting belief, or, you know, I don't know, some human mental block or what have you. Some people have described my readings as a kick up the backside from the universe. It's like, well, if you know that that's what you want to do, if you know that's what brings you joy, if you know that's your destiny, why aren't you doing it? But then again, you've got to be careful. There's a line, isn't there? Because there are some things that need divine timing. So it's not about pushing things like pushing a rock up a hill. I mean, you might have a dream to write a book, right? But maybe you have to go through the path of releasing limiting beliefs. Maybe you have to go through the path of writing blogs first. You might want to learn a musical instrument, but maybe you've got to go through the blocks of believing that you can, through the blocks of making the money. Might be money blocks there if the instrument's expensive. I don't know. So sometimes, there is divine timing. We're meant to be doing things at certain times, and our human bodies are preparing. So you might be accumulating information, and then you realize, oh, I can put that together in an online course. So your destiny is to do the online course, to offer it, but you might not be ready now because you're still accumulating information. But things like that will always come up in the cards. I often find the Three of Pentacles. For me, that's often a sign that there's some study involved. It does normally mean that you're going to be acknowledged for your achievements, and you're going to collaborate with other people. But there's an energy of having to research or study something, so yeah, anyway, because I've just put out, actually, it just sort of like came to me, an affirmation. I do love affirmations. Anyone dominant in fifth energy center, those of you that have had your soul profiles done, if you're dominant in fifth, you probably like affirmations as well. It's my second dominant energy center. If you haven't had your soul profile read, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Although I'll put a link in the description to my video about the soul profile reading, because they also, like the tarot readings, I often put them together because the soul profile readings also confirm who you really are and what you came here to do. And the things people go, oh yeah, I really like doing these things that you're telling me that I need to do. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not about just liking them. It's about doing them so that you can raise your frequency. And it's about sharing them with others so you can help raise theirs. It's not just this is a nice pastime that you might like. No, it's like your soul came here to do these things, because it's what nurtures your soul and because it's what's going to lead to your destiny. Coming round to the affirmation that I thought of today. I am ready and willing to allow my destiny to unfold. Isn't that a beautiful affirmation? I am ready and willing to allow my destiny to unfold. I want to say it a third time because there's something about saying it 3 times. It kind of really helps embody it. I am ready and willing to allow my destiny to unfold. I can hear Liz's voice now going, with ease and grace. Let's put with ease and grace on the end of that so that we can enjoy the journey and not have a tower card moment. And of course, your destiny is really the free will of your higher self. The free will of your higher self. Yeah. Rather than doing what your human wants, because your human is programmed and limited and, all these things. But the free will of your higher self is wanting to take you to your destiny. And your destiny, living your destiny is what's going to bring you, it's going to align you with your abundance. It's what's going to align you with your divinity. It's what's going to feel blissful. Yeah. Wow. Let's see if the cards say any of the things that I've already said. So anything else I need to mention? No, I think that's it. So can we have some guidance for this coming week? Thank you. We have 3, they're face down. Let's dive in. What did I just say? I said, let's say it with ease and grace. so that we don't have any tower card moments. Oops, too late. Sometimes we're meant to have the tower card moments. What can I tell you? Now, normally this is disruption and chaos, and people often view this as a negative card because it means that your life basically goes tits up. But it is not a negative card. It's because we have just affirmed that we are ready and willing to allow our destiny to unfold. And if your destiny is a long way off from where you're at, your destiny might be to live in a certain country and you're not there. Your destiny might be to meet a certain person, to have a relationship with a certain person, and you're with somebody, Mr. or Mrs. Wrong. Your destiny could be to be self-employed, giving talks, playing music, being a famous artist, I don't know what, but that your destiny could be something like that, and you're still stuck in the day job. So, the Tower card has come to say that to get you from where you are at the moment to where your soul has plans for you this lifetime. To get you from there to there, your whole life's going to have to go, you're going to have to break that relationship, you're going to have to leave that job, you're going to have to move countries, you're going to have to, I don't know what else, right? May also be that you've got to kickstart your health because, our physical bodies are a representation of our frequency, right? And if we're still overeating or eating sugar or drinking too much alcohol, or I don't know what, I don't want to get judgmental here, but you know what I mean. If we're eating the wrong foods and the heavy foods, or too much food, or maybe we're not exercising enough, there is still this energy. I'm feeling this energy. We are in Virgo season, of course, and Virgos are about diet and they are about health, and very much physical health. I mean, all dimensional health, obviously, but yeah, there is an energy of getting the physical body fit, fit and healthy. That's interesting, really, because I was inspired, and I hadn't connected this, but I've been inspired to offer a workout workshop, a monthly workout workshop, from the garden retreats. So there'll be physical activities, physical exercises to get ourselves physically fit. Obviously, I'm a yogi at heart, but also to include some of the emotional healing techniques that I share, to give ourselves an emotional clear out, and then time to channel a meditation, or maybe cards. I don't know. I'm intuitive, so it will come as it's meant to, for the people that are there. So yeah, I'm putting that out in October. I'll see how it goes. But I was inspired to do that, and it was something like, working out on a physical level, emotional level, mental level, and spiritual level, all in one workout, one workshop. So yeah, that just made me think of that, because yeah, I think it is time for us to, sometimes it's about bringing it back to the physical, because I think what happens is we go from the physical, our physical understanding, our physical world, and then we understand the power and importance of our emotions, and we start realizing, okay, there's this inner work, we need to do some emotional healing. We understand that there's emotions that want to be released, and then we start realizing, okay, the emotions are attached to a thought. Okay, I need to be more positive in my thinking. I need to release some of these limiting beliefs. And we realize that there's a mental level. And then we realize that we need to nurture our soul. I mean, you wouldn't be watching this video if you weren't already aware of all of these things. And then you want to walk in nature, or, spend time with your animals, or do whatever, swim in the sea. These things that really nurture your soul. And then you start realizing, yeah, I need to look after myself spiritually. And then we sort of go on that path, and then we start getting this spiritual nourishment, don't we? Start meditating and, doing whatever. and maybe it's easy to then ignore the physical. So I'm really getting the message to, let's just bring that back down to the physical, so that rise in frequency on a spiritual level, on a mental level, and a emotional level, let's help it come back down to the physical, because the physical is created from the emotional and mental. So there's going to be shifts and changes in our physical body when we make those shifts and changes in the emotional and mental energy body, when we make those clear outs, when we have those clear outs. But making an effort with the physical body through exercise and diet, I think is really important. So the Tower card can relate obviously to our physical body. You know, things are collapsing in our physical body. I don't mean just like going south through age. I just mean our beliefs. Our beliefs are changing, and through that, our bodies are changing. You know, there's lots of things. There's light coming in, and our bodies are raising frequency. So things are going on. Our bodies are naturally self-healing all the time, whether you feel symptoms or not, because that came up recently, didn't it? That when we feel certain symptoms, it's actually just our body healing itself. But our body is constantly healing itself, even when we're not feeling symptoms. It's just an automatic cleansing machine, and the only thing that stops it is us not treating it right, you know, putting the wrong fuel in, putting too much fuel in, you know, not honoring it, not looking after it in a loving way, because we know that we're like 70-80% water. And I've mentioned before Veda Austin and her work on water, the consciousness of water. She's taken the work of Masaru Emoto, the famous Japanese guy who did the work with the words and water. And if you want to know more about that, I write about that in my first book, Heal Yourself to Happiness, free to download from my website, link in description, because I write all about Masaru Emoto's work there. And I've got some photographs in there as well. But Veda Austin has taken that work to another level. And I've always thought, you know, when you love your body, and you send it love and appreciation and gratitude, that you're purifying every water molecule within your body. You're purifying it, clearing it out, harmonizing it. You know, it's beautiful, you know. It has to have an effect, doesn't it, on your body? And the way you think, the way we think is going to have an effect on our body. And we know from these water experiments, whether it's with Masaru Emoto or whether it's with Veda Austin, and you could do this yourself. I mean, we got a water filter, and my son, but straight away, put love water, like that, and put a sign on it, because we know that water will keep the consciousness of the words around it, which really makes you think. When you see in the supermarket rows of cans that have Devil's Liquid and Monster and things like that on them. So the energy of those words is literally affecting the consciousness of the liquid inside, right? Now, that's just a quantum truth. So we need to be really careful. Now, we have words. The frequency of our words and the frequency of our thinking and the frequency of our thoughts and our beliefs, it's all in our energy field. It will be having an effect on not just the water, but all the liquid, all the cells of our body. The cells of your body are listening to you. That's what I want to say. The cells of your body are listening to you. So are you helping them expand and purify? Or are you helping them feel stuck and murky? Are you causing murky water in your body? So back to the Tower card. Very chatty, this Tower card, isn't it? So the Tower card does relate to us, and let's just come back to basics. You know, it's just like disruption and chaos. Okay, so and it's coincided, sorry, I got excited there, did you see? It's coincided with Pluto moving into Capricorn again, which is happening tomorrow. And what did I say in the last video? That let's use the positive qualities of Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. So let's use the positive qualities, because we always focus on the negative qualities of that, but let's focus on the positive qualities of discipline, you know, self-control, willpower. You know, we've got this controlling negative connotation, but where's willpower? Willpower can be a positive thing, of course. You know, it just depends how you want to view it. So let's view the qualities without the positive and negative. And let's use that strength, determination, and willpower of Capricorn to get us exercising and being stricter with our diets in a healthy way, in a self-loving way, not in an ego way, not in a no pain, no gain way, but in a self-loving way. I remember one of the very first lengthy affirmations that I learned from Louise Hay, from her book, You Can Heal Your Life, many, many years ago. And I can't remember it all now, but at the time I learned it. And it was like, I love myself, therefore I feed myself nourishing foods and beverages. That was just one line. It went on to say, I love myself, therefore I. I love myself, therefore I. There was just a lot of those. But there was one that was about nourishing myself with healthy foods and beverages because I love myself. Okay, so, and now when we do this, right, because we're making these big changes on a personal level, on our own energy, right, on our own frequency, on our own systems, right? The body has loads of systems. And there's going to be disruption and chaos because we're having a clear out. We might want to do panchakarma, which is an Ayurvedic cleansing. We might want to do all sorts of healings and liver detoxes and celery juice. And I don't know what, you'll find the one that resonates with you. Some people might want to fast. There's all these kind of clearings going on. But the outside is the reflection of the inside. So this is perfect because we are clearing out what no longer serves us because we are raising to the next octave. What will we see in the collective? We will see the systems that are not serving us, the systems that are outdated and obsolete, the systems that are not built on divine love. We will see them being cleared out. We will see them being disrupted. We will see the chaos caused by these systems going. And we can build in their place the new. Because remember, that came up recently as well, didn't it? Our commitment to creating the new needs to be greater than our attachment to the past. And when we are busy creating the new, fighting the old becomes irrelevant. So this is how we're going to clear the systems and the consciousnesses, shall we say, the lower consciousnesses that are in the murky water that are upsetting the collective, that have been born out of alignment with divine truth. I want to word it like that. The systems in the collective that were created out of alignment with divine truth, because we are aligning with divine truth. And it starts with us aligning with our own divine truth, because only then will we have a collective that is based on love and kindness, that is based on divine truth. Wow. Wow. Abundance for everybody. Abundance for everybody. Wow. I mean, these are real opposites. This is the disruption and chaos that we need to see. We need to see it in our own bodies. And then we'll probably see it in our own realities, in our own little family units or what have you, our own little communities, but we will see it in the collective. And we have to go through this. We can't avoid it because this tower was built on sand and it wasn't built on firm foundation. It was built on manipulation and control and fear, And that's where a lot of our addictions come from. And that's why we're putting the wrong fuel into our human vessel. But then we're going to build again. And what I like about this card, sorry, I'm going back to the Tower card. I've never heard the Tower card be so chatty. But look, there is a lightning bolt. Look at it. It's a lightning bolt. That the light is coming in, and it is coming in so fast. It's a lightning bolt. It's a lightning bolt coming in so fast, and then it's causing fire because there's transformation and there's the phoenix from the ashes. It all gets quite corny, doesn't it? But it's perfect, isn't it? Because these people falling out of the tower, they were not going to move until we shook the tower, until the tower shook. They weren't going to move, were they? And we all have to be shaken up so that the truth can come out. And look, this is so beautiful, because this is not only is it the 10 of Pentacles. So tens are completions and abundance. Pentacles is financial security, but it's also love. It's also energy, resources. It's all these resources that we have. And the 10 of Pentacles has the whole family. You can see the old man, the couple, the children, the dogs. There's the whole family there. And in the background in tarot, you can often see a castle, and that represents your goals in life. And sometimes, you know, the card shows somebody going towards the goal in life. Sometimes it shows somebody being blocked from the goals in life. But what I love about this card is you can see they are in that castle. They are in the castle that is their goals in life. Our goal in life is to find this abundance, which is naturally occurring within the cells of our own body. If only we could clear our bodies out, if only we could hear the guidance coming through. So we need to stop blocking our pineal gland, for example. Now, what blocks the pineal gland? Fluoride, chemicals. So we need to be, you know, using fluoride-free toothpaste, or some people use coconut oil pulling, they call it. We want to get water filters, so we're not drinking any fluoride in the water. That's really one of the things that blocks the pineal gland. So, I mean, there's all sorts of, I don't know why that one came out. Somebody needed to hear that. But this is about, yeah, opening up, because also it's about using our own resources, our own energetic resources, our own natural resources, which I think one of them is our connection to source, of course. Resources, reconnect to source, because that's our resource. That's where we get our energy from, our guidance from, our love from, our divine truth. It's all there in source. So resources, I've not even thought of that one before. My goodness me, these cards are chatty today. They're really opening up new interpretations for me. But also these pentacles are in the shape of the tree of life from the Kabbalah. So, you know, and the Kabbalah is just another source of ancient wisdom, I want to say. There are many sources of ancient wisdom. It really doesn't matter which one we pick, but it's about understanding how the universe is created and understanding how the universe works, so that we can work with it to create the universe, the world, the collective, the community, our reality, as we choose. So yeah, that is so beautiful. Yeah, and they've achieved everything that they've wanted to achieve, and it has come through being in alignment with their divine truth. And it hasn't come through hard work, even though they could have been working a lot. There's a big difference between working a lot and hard work. Hard work implies, well, hard work would be the 10 of Wands, wouldn't it? Hard work implies that it's difficult and that it's tiring. Whereas when you're in alignment and you're working in alignment with your destiny and you're allowing your destiny to flow through you, you might be working a lot, but it's not tiring and it's not difficult, you know? And that's how we're creating. That's the energy. That's the resourcefulness. That's the frequency. That's the flow that we're creating the new. So this is a beautiful example of the new. There's a completion here. So it's really like it's like it's going from one to the other. But this is showing us how quickly we can change things outside of us because of how quickly we can change things inside of us. Wow. Wow. And the last card is the Ace of Swords. It's a breakthrough, absolute breakthrough, when you understand that your reality is created from your own thinking and you can change your thought at any time. Oh, there was what did I hear? Yeah, your future, let me see if I can get this right. Your future is just a thought. And if you don't like what your future looks like, change that thought. Something like that. I think I got that from Byron Katie. I like that. Something like that. Your future is just a thought at the moment. If you're in the now moment, your future is just a thought, isn't it? And if you don't like the look of your future, change your thought. That's what he's saying to me. It's the ace of thinking. New beginnings. New beginnings because you've changed your thought. That's what it is. New beginnings because you've changed your thought. And this is inspiration as well. Swords are air, so they're communication as well. Air is also, it could be an air sign. You know, we've got Aquarius as well, although Pluto's just gone back into Capricorn, not Aquarius, come out of Aquarius, but it is going back into Aquarius in November, like I mentioned before. And that's when I think we're really going to experience the freedom of the new earth and stuff like that. But this is a breakthrough, like a mental breakthrough, you know, an aha moment that is coming out, born out of this disruption and chaos. And this is really necessary. This is really necessary. Because, you know, the people stuck in this tower, they're in a rut. They don't like what they're seeing outside the window. They don't like what they're seeing, but they don't know how to change it. You know, and it reminds me of that, there's a Chinese proverb that says, you know, when you don't make the moves that you're meant to be making, everything around you will start stinking for your own benefit. So if you're meant to leave a relationship, the relationship will go sour. If you're meant to leave a job, the job will go sour. If you're meant to change something, you know, and you don't do it, the universe will do it for you. And it's not always so comfortable when the universe does it for you, especially if you've been affirming. I had the Tower card moment after I was affirming, I am ready and willing to allow my full potential. That's the one that caused my Tower card moment a couple of years ago. And now we're affirming, I'm ready and willing to allow my destiny to unfold. It's pretty much the same thing, isn't it? So you could put ease and grace, but if the universe has got different plans for you, but do embrace this. Embrace the disruption, embrace the chaos, because it's important that we know that it is taking us in a new direction. It is taking us in a more loving direction, a more resourceful direction. It is taking us to our goals in life. It is taking us to our community, to our abundance, to our security. It's taking us to the new earth. It's taking us where we need to go. It's a breakthrough. It's a massive breakthrough. It's an aha moment. When we realize, oh my God, if I'm busy focusing on following my heart, doing what I love and creating the new, I don't even have to look back. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant what any of the players online are doing. It's irrelevant. You know, even our own past is irrelevant. I mean, we can dip into it if, you know, there's loving moments, you know, and we want to bring those loving moments into the cells of our body. But if there's anything in our past that, you know, doesn't make us feel good, obviously we're not ignoring it, we're not pushing it down, but we can just focus on creating the new. And by focusing and creating the new, we raise the octave. When we raise the octave, we take ourselves out of that frequency. So this is new beginnings based on new ways of thinking. Change your life, change your thoughts. As Wayen Dyer said, I'll put a link in the description to his audiobook from YouTube, because he reads it himself and his voice is lovely. Maybe it's time we all listen to that again. Wow. Wow. Quite chatty cards today, weren't they? I hope that's helped, and hopefully we'll see you at the Tarot and Beyond on Sunday the 8th, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Sending you all so much love and blessings. Bye for now.